So we got something from every section of their menu. Every time I take that first bite, and I went completely overboard again. So I guess salt is a pretty serious business, huh? Internet hate just is weird to me. It's like, okay, not a fan. Welcome to Grimmy World. We're here for a Crumbl breakfast, and I am super excited today. I have just like a lot of cool meals planned for today. This week, the Crumbl lineup looks pretty good, aside from the one that many of you will probably be able to pick out which one. This week, we have a double chocolate chip cookie. We have a birthday cake batter cookie, a Snickerdoodle skillet cookie. We have a peanut butter crisp cookie featuring Butterfinger. We have a cookies and cream trace Leche. We have a lemon bar cookie, and we have a chocolate strawberry cheesecake. We're gonna talk a little bit about my check-in for this week once I get started, so let's do it. Happy cheat day, everybody. Of course, we're starting with the chocolate chip cookie. This week is a double chocolate chip. I'm glad they started adding in a third variant. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Well, I lost it. Yeah, it happens every week, huh? Every time I take that first bite, it's just always so good on a cheat day, man. It's just so wonderful. This one is a double chocolate chip, so it has both milk and semi-sweet chocolate. We got the warm, gooey center, delicious, a good amount of salt to give it a little bit of kick. I'm trying not to go overboard, but I want to give it such a high score. 9.4. Obviously, I would always take more toppings, no matter what. That bite just had a good mixture of both semi-sweet and milk chocolate chips. It's just awesome. It's awesome that they have a cookie that does both. Oh my God. So essentially my check-in this week, I'm feeling a lot better. After last week, I didn't know what to expect. We had basically like a no change week, which is perfectly fine with me. You gotta be kidding. Okay, so now I'm very upset. This is a lovely cookie. Oh my God. We have a peanut butter base that I think is one of the best peanut butter bases I've ever tasted. Perfect combination of peanut butter to dough. I think this could use more drizzle, and enough chocolate to hold the Butterfinger would be so smart. Wonderfully soft in the center. A 9.0. The flavor is on point. The Butterfinger came out nice this time. This is great. I just think more chocolate could really put this over the top, and it would help keep the toppings on. It's just a smart move. I don't know why they don't do it. This is a peanut butter cookie. From last week to this week, I lost a pretty good chunk of pounds. I actually forgot to look at that number because obviously last week I had the overeating issue. But what I did was I looked at the previous week when I was still trending downwards, 1.1 pounds up from 2 weeks ago before I had my extra cheat day. I was on track to actually be under that today. I don't know what happened on yesterday. I don't know if it was because I drank a 2 liter of soda. It was diet soda, but I think the salt might have had me holding on to more liquids because the prior day I was actually, I think I was about a half pound or maybe even closer to a whole pound under the 1 week from before. So I'm not exactly sure what happened on Friday that caused my weight to go upwards overnight. Either way, we're back on track. The one day did not cause so much damage that I should be stressed out about it, but I always get stressed out about it. I'm feeling good today, so ecstatic that it didn't hurt me the way that I thought it would, which is how it always goes, I suppose. A Snickerdoodle skillet cookie. I don't know, this might be my favorite skillet cookie so far. It's like the vanilla bean whipped topping on top just really complements the cinnamon streusel and the cinnamon sugar topping so perfectly. 9.4, this is top notch. The cookie came out with a good crisp like a skillet cookie should. Like this one came out beautifully. My word, it's a good week this week. So we have the cake batter cookie. Oh man. They do the cake batter cookies wonderfully here. The frosting on top, I'm not getting the cream cheese flavor out of it. It tastes almost more just like a vanilla icing, which is fine. It still works incredibly with the birthday cake vibe. It's a bit small and it didn't have the cream cheese pop that I was expecting. 8.8. Oh man. Awesome. Between last night and today, I gained 1 pound. I mean, the only thing I did different was drinking the soda. Normally I don't drink soda unless it's cheat day. I only drink water during the week. I'm assuming the sodium in the diet soda must have caused me to retain some fluids. If I continued the trend that I was on, I should have been a half a pound to a pound underneath what I weighed before my week. So I guess salt is a pretty serious business, huh? It's time for the one, a lemon bar cookie. It is a chilled cookie. Maybe I'll dig it. Whoa. It feels nice, it broke nice. I hope it tastes nice. Tastes like lemon. I'm not mad at it. I actually like this more than I thought I would. I'm giving this an 8.0. Got the chilled base, lemon meringue substance on top. Close to like jelly consistency. As far as lemon desserts go, this came out pretty good. It's not overly lemon. Would I get more than one? Probably not. But I'm definitely enjoying this one. After last week's binge day, I followed the average. Once I hit that Thursday, my average came down from over maintenance down to like 4,300 average. Maintenance average is around there. I know my weights are going down, but I'm really not liking the body composition change from doing pure biking with no lifting. Now we got the chocolate strawberry cheesecake, which I guess this must have sold pretty well because the toppings are slightly lacking. I'm expecting this one to be pretty nice. I didn't get a whole lot of base in that one. It needs more chocolate on top, and I think they might have ran out because there's not a whole lot of chocolate or whipped cream. 8.6. It's good for a cheesecake. The strawberry is nice, but it definitely is not coming through with what its intention was. Yeah, see, when you get more chocolate, it definitely brings it together so much more. It's like night and day. It literally gives it another like 0.6, I would say, when I'm getting the chocolate with it. The cookies and cream Tres Leches, which was just dripping all over my floor. Oh boy, is it moist. 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 Whoa. That's delicious. Ho, ho, ho. Again, more milk, more good, especially in the cookies and cream. So if you can see, there is a good deal of milk in the bottom of this guy. It's not nearly as good as I had expected it to be. I'm only giving this an 8.8. It came out good. It's extra moist, but basically it just tastes like a wet chocolate cake. I'm not really getting cookies and cream. I was really excited to try this Tres Leches in particular, and it just it didn't live up. You know what I feel like the problem might be? On top, there's supposed to be like a cookie streusel, they call it. I'm pretty sure all it is some cake batter sprinkled on top, not actual cookies. Now that I think about it, yeah, it seems like, yeah, a little bit of crunch on top would be perfect. And that was this week's Crumbl. I'm absolutely delighted by this week. This week I'm actually gonna give a 9.0. I think it was fantastic. Every cookie really gave me a delicious experience. I'm super satisfied from this week of Crumbl. This was great. What in the world will I eat next? Keep requesting, everybody. This might be the best request yet. Meal number 2. And I went completely overboard again. On the plus side, this is basically a full menu. I was looking at the big dinner boxes, but it comes with 2 pizzas and I felt like 2 pizzas was overkill. So I got the regular dinner box because I could get a pizza, regular breadsticks, and Cinnasticks. I thought that was the best spread of food. As the week went on, I, again, added more stuff that I wanted. The donuts, these were always a part of the order. These were a part of the order before somebody requested it, let's be honest. But obviously I wanted some more cheese, so I got cheesy bread eventually. I wanted to try their melt, and the buffalo chicken is one of the lower calorie ones, and I love buffalo chicken stuff, so I definitely had to get that. All week I was like, should I get wings? Should I get wings? And all of their wings like come out to 800 calories. I was like, I shouldn't, I should keep calories down. But I ended up getting their medium hot wings, average as I could go, so I could really get a feel for how their wings are. And then literally on my way there, I was like, I'm so close, I might as well just get a pasta. So I got a chicken Alfredo. So we got something from every section of their menu. I also got one of every type of dipping sauce they have. And I am ready to get started. I dumped a little bit of my sauce on my melt because they're both buffalo, so I figure why not? And I also hit one on my pizza. I've been waiting too long, I've been excited, and I'm ready to go. Let's enjoy a meal. Definitely starting with the pizza. I guess this counts as their pan pizza? I don't know, like this is the kind of crust that I kind of enjoy even though it's thicker. It's been years since I had Pizza Hut, so we're gonna see. I dig it. I would hope so, because I got a lot to eat, huh? Dude, I am so excited that I'm eating pizza right now. I really appreciate the spicy marinara with the pepperoni. It gives it like a really nice kick. I could eat these pizzas all day. Absolutely. Ah, yes. Cherry cola with pizza. That's what you do. Let's try one of these breadsticks. All right, we're going in dry for this one. I do like this. All right, so their breadstick has nice fluffy bread. It has a good coating of parm on it. It's nothing fancy, but the fact that it's nice, buttery, fluffy bread makes it a nice breadstick, I think. I will say that I'm definitely more of a cheesy bread guy though. So there's your cheesy bread. The cheesy bread looks just like the breadsticks. It's got the nice fluffy dough. These look like they're good. I got the garlic ones, and I can see the roasted garlic on top, and it really adds a pop that is nice. I mean, who doesn't love garlic? I was catching myself, I'm doing a lot of noise making when I'm eating. And I know a lot of people really don't like that. I ended up watching one of my older videos. There was just a very big energy difference. Ever since I started trying to not make noise while eating as much, like I feel like I'm focusing so much energy into not making noise that like nothing else is happening. So like I'm just gonna be done caring. Like I guess it's not gonna be for everybody. Like I'm gonna make noises when I eat, and there's nothing I can do about it unless I literally devote so much attention to it that I feel like it ruins the video. I don't want to say they're ruined, but like there's definitely just a very big difference between before when I didn't know I was doing it to after when I was trying to stop doing it. It's a boneless wing because this one was part of the $7 deal. Medium hotness, boneless wing. I really like that sauce. I really like that wing. I'd have never guessed that Pizza Hut wings would be as good as they are. Like I'm a little dumbfounded by that. That was really good. Like that's the level of wings like I normally get when I go out to like wing nights and stuff. I'm super surprised. That's amazing. There's one thing left that I gotta try, and that is the pasta. I got chicken Alfredo. Almost 1,000 calories, but I feel like the chicken Alfredo was probably gonna be the most worthwhile one. Now see, things in bowls, this is where my mat shines. When it's moist and in a bowl. That's actually not bad. This is another case where it's definitely a little surprising, the quality of food that I would have expected from Pizza Hut. For like the wings and the pasta so far, I'm like delightfully surprised at how good they actually are. Like I didn't expect them to be bad, but like I didn't expect them to be quite on this level. Like these things are easily B, and I thought they were gonna be in the C category. I'm super delighted by this. It's seeming like this whole meal is gonna be a solid B or B+, which I expected from like the pizza and the bread and stuff. I was not expecting that from the wings and the pasta. We got the garlic sauce. Now you know how we roll. We're not here to make a mess, but we do get some flavor. Wonderful. Oh my God. I like their garlic sauce. I guess how can you go wrong with garlic and butter, right? Now this is their marinara, which comes with both the breadsticks and the cheesy bread. I normally don't do marinara on the pizza itself because I think it just takes away from the cheese flavor. I will say the marinara is nice. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of times where I just don't like dipping pizza because I'm here for the toppings on the pizza. I don't want to water them down with sauces. Yeah, it's just so much nicer without it, I think. You get the flavor of the cheese. When you douse it in marinara, you just like, you're losing all of the flavor. Like for the crust, I can see to give the crust a little bit more flavor, but if you're still in topping portions of pizza, I just think it's a waste. I think the heating pad is why it's getting so crunchy. Now see, sauce on these breadsticks, that I'm down with. But what I will say is I know for a fact no, I know for a fact that the garlic butter is just gonna be way better than marinara. Marinara is overrated in my book. I'm not gonna lie, I should have got more garlic butter, but I knew I'd like the garlic butter, but I literally got well over 1,000 calories worth of sauces, so I'm going to get one and eat it straight. The buffalo chicken melt. We got chicken, buffalo sauce, cheese obviously, and onions. And they're nice and crisp and crunchy onions. This is actually really nice, but I do think it could use more buffalo sauce, so I'm glad that I dumped more on the second piece. This was the item that came with ranch, and now that I think about it, that's exactly what it seems like it's missing. So we got the Pizza Hut ranch. Try not to make a mess with it. I definitely don't want to waste this. I can put this on a lot of other things. Oh, okay. I'm digging the ranch. Yeah, those spots with the extra sauce and the ranch, that's what it's about. Well, now that we busted open the ranch, you know what time it is. Time for some ranch in the wings. I can't even pull it out. Ta-da! That deserves another. Let's test out the blue cheese. Now it's hard to screw up ranch, but I know there is a lot of bad blue cheese. So we're gonna find out if Pizza Hut got good or bad blue cheese. Let's see. I need a double take. My gut instinct wants to call it mid. Not because it's bad, I feel like it's lacking flavor. Like the good part about blue cheese is it has a very strong soury flavor. And that's why I think this is mid. It doesn't have a very strong flavor, but at the same time, because of it not having a strong flavor, it can't be bad. Like it's not bad. Because when blue cheese is bad blue cheese, it's really bad. That was a good bite. It's worth getting. I think the ranch is probably the way to go though. So I've been facing a lot of flack from making noise when I eat, which I guess it's just gonna be one of those things where you're either with me or not. Today has just been a really good day, I think, because I stopped caring. People are just gonna not wanna watch because I make noise when I eat, and that's just the way it is. It's just nice to like feel a little bit more free. Hopefully other people can accept it. Hopefully you can accept it. I just feel much better when I'm not worried about it. Really? Most people are just around hating to hate anyway, so I'm just trying to have a good time and eat. So here we go with pizza in the ranch. The pepperoni with the spicy sauce in the ranch, That's the way. This is wonderful. Man, I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted. This is great. These are the types of meals I live for. It's got a little bit of everything, and I get to just sit back and enjoy it. The cheese layer on top, it was actually containing all the heat inside. It is very not easy to eat like this. We're gonna do a full size. They try and tell you, oh, these are 5 pieces and that's 10 pieces. All they do is they just cut it in the middle. They try and be slick, like people won't notice. All right, now this came with marinara sauce. I think the garlic and cheese are probably good by themselves though. Marinara sauce just like takes over. Like whenever I dip stuff in marinara sauce, it's almost like I would have rather just eaten this and then chugged the marinara sauce because I don't taste this after dipping it in the marinara sauce. This should be a fun one. In the ranch. Everything is good in ranch. Garlic butter, probably the same. Everything is also good in garlic butter. Now, the one thing I will always be fine with dipping in marinara is a normal breadstick. We're gonna wrap up the wings, and then I'm gonna spread this blue cheese love to other things. Maybe their blue cheese is a high mid. I'm still super surprised at how good those wings were. I was just not expecting that. See, there's not a whole lot of chunks in this blue cheese. And I think that's really where it gets all of the flavor from. I'm not gonna be able to get the last bit out of this little container. So I don't understand much about hate on the internet. Like, none of it really bothers me. Someone literally takes time out of their day. Like, instead of just moving along, like most people do, they feel the need to make their opinion heard. And it's like, most people aren't even paying attention to their opinion. I'm the only one that sees it, like, and clearly nobody's opinion is affecting me. Internet hate just is weird to me. I mean, I don't have much time for anything anymore, but like, how do people have time to just like sit here and hate on people? I guess I kind of used to do it too, a little bit with food when I was a health nut. I actually feel bad for being a food snob when I was being a health nut. Like, I just feel so bad about it because it was like people would offer me like Doritos and stuff. And like, instead of just saying no thank you like a normal person, I would have to say something like, no, I don't eat garbage. It's like, okay, just say no thank you. You don't have to be condescending or whatever it was just because somebody else does something different from you. Honestly, now that I think about it, I think I was more trying to convince myself, and I think that was just part of me trying to build this barrier between wanting to be healthy and wanting to eat unhealthy. Pretend like you don't want something you do. It just creates this evil side of you. It shouldn't be labeled as bad if you want to eat something that you enjoy. You don't have to be crazy, and I feel like limiting yourself is how you end up being crazy and doing this stuff. If you're watching this, and I've known you back when I was a food snob, I'd like to apologize. I'm hoping that nobody took offense to it, but yeah, there's just no need to be snobby like that. Garlic butter for garlic cheese sticks? Seems about right. Whoever had the idea of putting garlic and butter together. Really nailed it. All right, let's get this pasta out of here. I feel like it's in my way. I find it funny that a lot of times the people that come and try and spread hate, it's generally guys. So I don't want to say that guys are just generally more mean, but what I will say is a lot of times when it's a female spreading hate, when I joke around about it instead of be upset about it, the response to my response is much more lighthearted. There are some gentlemen that I've been going on a string with because if there's a comment, I'm going to respond to it as long as I see it. I guess they're just trying to troll me, but it doesn't really work. I just respond. It's weird because I have different moods. I have moods where I'll be super lighthearted about it. Sometimes I'll be more serious about it. Other times I just like have had enough of seeing the same comment, so I will just really jerk the wheel to the left and say something almost completely unrelated. I think we just hit an hour, but the hour is camera time, not necessarily eat time. Another thing that I'm done being anxious about is worrying about keeping things under an hour. The dryness is starting to kick in. My personal dryness from all the salt. Definitely toasted on the bottom from the hot pad. The things that sat the longest definitely got some toasty bottoms. I might have to do the dreaded technique of dump it. I hope everyone can forgive me for the dump. I just makes a mess. Makes a mess on my hands, my face. Not a fan. I am ready for dessert. I will say that. Try not to get this stuff in any type of red sauce. The icing could be better, I think. This one's the Cinnabon icing. Now this one's good. I'm just trying to have a good time. I hope you watching are having a good time so we can all have a good time. All right, so on to the Cinnasticks. I feel like they could be a little bit more cinnamony, but they are meant to be iced, so. That's the way. I do want to try one of these donuts. Some type of chocolate donut. They're filled. Now they've definitely been sitting for a while, but these are a little dry. It's almost like a McDonald's pie or like one of those tasty cake little pies. A firm, thick pastry on the outside with a filling. The filling is not juicy or gooey. I'm liking the Cinnasticks more because they definitely have been sitting for a while, but they're still really super soft, which I like. But these Cinnasticks are actually really nice. Oven warm like they should have been. If you eat like a normal person, these would be on point. They still are on point, really. But either way, I have fun interacting with the haters. And this is why I got the Cinnabon icing. I knew the icing would not be enough. cream cheese icing. I gotta find a Cinnabon. The Cinnasticks were nice, but I'm not exactly excited for these donuts. And these just were definitely not what I expected. It's not like they taste bad. They're just nothing like a donut. I was expecting, they call them donuts. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they're made of dough. There's definitely just a lot to be desired. I definitely would have passed on these if I would have known. I'll tell you what, this was a lot of food. Honestly, it would have been perfect. If I didn't get this last dessert, it would have been perfect sized. That's crazy. Well, that was Pizza Hut. Everything was pretty good. The donuts were a little bit of a letdown. Nothing like a donut. But aside from that, everything was absolutely wonderful. A lot of it exceeded expectations. This meal came out to 9,000 calories. I will catch you for meal number 3. What in the world will I eat next? Meal number 3. It all started with winning a contest from your snack dealer, and I actually won that around the same time that the peanut butter and jelly Reese's came out. That's how this meal kind of birthed. Last meal definitely got me feeling full, so hopefully I can get through all this. PB&J Pop, the Grape, PB&J cones, the peanut butter jelly M&M, strawberry peanut butter and jelly, Grape, a Bobo's strawberry, Grape Bobo's, the strawberry, the Grape. We're doing PB&J. Strawberry versus Grape. I'm starting with the Grape peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That is not bad. I will say the ratio isn't too bad. It's certainly not my ratio. All the flavors come together rather well. The Grape wasn't bad, like a 7.6. I pack my sandwiches. This one is a strawberry. We'll see if the strawberry does a little bit better than the Grape. This one is a little nicer. I underestimated how sticky the peanut butter was going to be. This one, the ratio is about the same as the last one, but I do like the strawberry a little bit better than the Grape. Probably going to be my favorite things on the tray. We got the Reese's Big Cup. I would say it's okay. I definitely prefer the lava and the caramel Big Cups to this. It's decent because it's a Reese's, but like, yeah, I don't know. The jelly definitely is not. And let's follow it up with the Grape Reese's Big Cup. I would definitely take the strawberry over the Grape, but I didn't think either of the jellies in these were too great. I'm gonna say the Reese's are probably 8.0s, and they're only really 8.0s because of them being Reese's cups, to be honest. I think a flat 6 is probably what that those jellies fall into. I would not be eating those jellies. They're Bobo's, PB&J's. I think they're oatmeal cookies. I'm not exactly sure. I just kind of found them one day, so we'll give them a shot. It's very oatmeal-y. It's basically an oatmeal cookie. I think Bobo's is meant to be more of a healthy lifestyle brand. These definitely are not a cheat day item for me. Let's make them a cheat day item. The only way I really know how to this time around. Okay, so we got the strawberry one, which is probably gonna be, again, predominantly oats. I do like them a much better mixed. The Reese's gives the oatmeal a lot more pop, and the jelly in the oatmeal cookie gives the Reese's cup a positive jelly experience. This is a cone tip from Target. We got some peanut butter in there, and there will be jelly underneath it. Those are pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of the jelly in there. It doesn't taste great. They've been a pain in the butt since I opened them. So we got the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. I'm not very impressed by these things. I was really looking forward to this meal. Unfortunately, nothing is delivering here. All right, now, this is the PB&J Pop. This is okay. The popcorn's actually pretty nice. It's got your drizzle and it's got a little bit of peanut butter on it. It's actually pretty nice. I definitely prefer the strawberry to the grape. Yeah, I don't know how far I'm gonna get here tonight. I'm still very full from pizza, and most of this stuff is not very appealing to me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night here because this is just not appealing at all. Maybe I'll do a follow-up tomorrow just for a better rating. Very, very mid. Like, I'm not impressed by any of this stuff. The popcorn was my personal highlight. I think the popcorn came out pretty well, but ultimately I would rather get the cookies and the candy pops than this. So I'm very disappointed here. But yeah, there's no point in me continuing with as full as I am and like how unsatisfying this is. Even the Reese's didn't really pull through, unfortunately. This meal just isn't worth it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna tally this up. I will put an accurate cheat day total. I will see you next week. I hope you're not disappointed because the pizza was definitely a good enough meal to be all 3 meals today. I was excited about this for so long. I've had this stuff for so long. Anywho, I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you next week with probably better food. What in the world will I eat next? It really didn't get rough until the very, very end. And half it was because of the dry ass donuts.